Yeah, let's do a negative because I already know what's gonna happen. If you do a positive one, she's gonna like grope the boobies, and she's gonna be Kia, you hentai, and then she slaps us, and then go we ha ha ha. She blushes, whatever, or something like that. Which is negative because I want to see something. I want to see something different. Anyway, I need to do something about this. Kazuki was so light though. Well, she wasn't very tall, but she had a pretty good body. So actually... Wait, what was I thinking? What if someone came by and saw us? No, I needed to do something. But a part of me wanted to enjoy the sensation a little more. Figure on. Oh, now she's speaking. Which, well, it's a delusion, so she's probably, not actually speaking. Huh? Her voice was so soft I could barely hear it. If I hadn't been directly under her, I wouldn't have been able to hear it at all.
私は監視されています。24時間ずっとです。学校にいる時も、通学途中も、家にいる時も、ゲームをしている時も、監視の目を感じるんです。
Yes. Still staring at her chest, though.
巧妙に姿を隠しているんですよ。実際には隠していないのですが、隠さないことで逆に紛れているんです。
And she's like telling like some sort of like, I don't know, scary story of her life.
そうしてたまに私に接触してきます。それは彼らなりの警告です。お前を監視しているぞと私に教えているんですね。
And then I realized it wasn't that Kazuki wasn't talking. That's what? That kind of confuses me, that sentence. It was simply that no one had ever heard her. Oh, okay.
今日は学校に来る途中でサラリーマンの男の人とぶつかりました。私はカバンの中身をぶちまけてしまいました。その人は謝りながら拾うのを手伝ってくれたんですよ。その人も彼らの仲間であり、私を監視している一人です。間違いないです。街のあちこちにいるんです。そうやって何気なく私を見張っている人は他にもたくさんいます。
You know, I guess it's like supposed to be like scary, but again, we're staring at her boobs, so
家には
just makes it awkward.
調べてはいませんが、盗聴器がおそらく10個以上は仕掛けられているでしょうね。なぜ調べないのかといえば、調べると彼らに気づかれるからです。もし私が盗聴器の存在に気づいていることが知られたら、彼らはもっと直接的な行動に出てくるでしょう。だから私は気づかないふりをすることしかできません。家の前の駐車場にはいつも怪しい白いワゴンが止まっています。その車は本当に毎日ずっとそこに止まっているんです。一度人が乗っているのを見ました。エンジンもかけずに助手席に座っていました。運転席は空っぽでした。盗聴器が拾う音を聞いていたんだと思います。学校でも常に見張られています。今こうして先輩と密着していることもすでに上に報告されているでしょうね。生徒の中にスパイが紛れ込んでいます。しかも一人や二人ではなく何十人という数です。私が校内のどこへ行こうとも必ず誰かが私を見ています。例えば私のクラスの大河内さんは
This is going for a long time. I get it, you're paranoid.
トイレで
At least that's
8
the
回見
delusion.
ました。私を尾行しているんです。直接大河内さんにあなたはスパイでしょうと聞いてみました。正しくは怒鳴ったんですが、そうしたら彼女はしまったという顔をして逃げていきました。宮代先輩も私と同じ部なので当然見張られています。野々先輩やセリカ先輩や伊藤先輩に不自然な様子はありませんでしたか？視線を感じませんか？私は感じます。私が部室でゲームをしている時が多いです。 場合によってはこそこそと小声で話しているのをわざと私に聞かせてきたりします。
Can you? Can you hear them while you're wearing headphones? I find that unrealistic.
そういう時、私は気づいているけれど気づいていないふりをするために壁を殴ります。ええ、隣の部屋の壁越しに声が聞こえてくるんですよ。殴るとしばらくは静かになりますが、また1時間もしないうちにひそひそと話し出すんです。すごくムカつきます。彼らは巧妙に私たちの日常生活の中に紛れ込んでいます。よっぽど注意しないと彼らの正体には気づくことができません。でも私が今こうして話したからもう先輩も気づいてしまった。先輩の家も盗聴されています。もしかしたら隠しカメラもあるかも。あの公園のホームレスの中にもスパイはいます。私のスカートのポケットの中に護身用の催涙スプレーが入っています。それをこっそり持って行ってください。いざという時に使うんです。それとも先輩もスパイですか？だとしたらそう言ってください。私は誰も信じません。先輩のことも信じていません。どうなんですか？
和樹、落ち着いて。
スパイですか？
Finally, not staring
スパ
at her
イ
chest.
なんですか？スパイですよね。私のこといつも見てますもんね。気持ち悪いです。やめてください。誰か助けて。誰か。
She's insane.
お前どうかしてるよ。
Okay. No. Well, back to the boobs. If that was why she didn't talk, that would be horrible. We wouldn't be able to be friends after that. Well, that probably wasn't the case. Anyway, I couldn't stay like this forever. I needed to stand up before someone saw me.
和樹、怪我はないか？ほら、じゃあ立って。早いところこれ持っていこう。
Fortunately, the Gunvero part wasn't damaged at all. We headed to Kazuki's classroom, being careful not to trip this time.
1の A、ここか。
A girl near the entrance saw Kazuki and ran over. She looked like a normal, average girl, I guess. A nameless NPC.
カズキ、運んできてくれたんだ。てっきりバックれたのかと思ってた。あれ？てか、こっちの人は？
いや、その。
ああ、知ってる。確か新聞部の。明日渡部と対談するって。
How does she know? How does she know?
君は？
大河内って言います。
いや、名前じゃなくて知ってるんですか？その渡部との。
やだ、みんな知ってますよ。噂になってるし。
That surprised me. I thought that only a few people at school would know about a Nikonia reporter. I had no idea a girl like this, who didn't look like she covered the news at all, would know about it. And there were even rumors about it.
頑張ってくださいね。楽しみにしてますから。
はい、ありがとうございます。
Okay. Kazuki ignored the two of us and took the part inside, then silently put it on the floor. No one tried to help. But as I went over to her,
わざわざすいません。あとはこっちでやっとくんで、そこに置いといてください。
that girl, Okoichi, said that to me. I did as I was asked and left the room. And then Kazuki followed me.
何？
Smile. Actually saying outside of delusions, her mouth actually moved. Amazing. She offered me a lollipop.
くれるのか？
Was this her way of thanking me? But
それ食べかけだろ。
I guess indirect kissing. Lewd. She sighed and put it back in her mouth, then took out a small bag from her skirt pocket. Dried Emperor's Squiddy. It was dried squid.
どうも。手が空いたら生徒会の方も手伝ってくれよ。一応部員なんだから。
Kazuki shrugged and walked up the stairs. Maybe she was going back to the club room to play her games some more. I probably couldn't count on her help. October 9th, 2015, Friday, same day. Tashita Hiroko was working at a part-time job as a grocery store cashier, okay, which is randomly going to like some random person. Her husband was always out working late, but he didn't actually make any money. His air-headed personality meant that he was perennially stuck in lower management. Okay. Well, I mean, he is making money. He might not, I guess, make a lot of money, but I don't know. Her son was in college and spent all his time playing. She was spending a lot of money to send him there, but he grew into a selfish boy who constantly demanded cars and trips. Well, that costs a lot of money. Of course, their budget was always stretched to the limit. They hadn't built up any kind of savings. Well, me personally, I spent all my savings on my student loans, so there you go. I get the feeling. They live in Shibuya, true, but she had to live with her in-laws, which didn't make things easy at all. The idea of going to lunch with her friends from the neighborhood seemed as remote as the fiction she saw paraded on the news every night. She wanted an easier life. Lately, she'd been all sighs. Yesterday, she actually sighed at work and got a warning from her boss. The store where she worked was along Meiji Road, about a 5-minute walk from Shibuya. The lunchtime rush had ended and things were calming down. He wanted to take a little break, but it wasn't break time yet.
合計で3127円になります。
The woman in front of her, who was taking out her wallet, was one she'd seen several times before. She wore fancy clothes and had a slender, attractive body. Her makeup was perfect too, even when she was only shopping at the supermarket. She must live in a different world. Maybe she was what they call the celebrity wife. I guess. The grass is always greener on the other side, I guess. The woman seemed very anxious as she waited for her to finish. Tashita hadn't even handed her over her change yet, and she already lifted up her shopping basket. What was bothering her so much? Was she feeling sick? She did seem a little pale. Tashita wondered about her, but they didn't have enough of a relationship that she felt comfortable asking. She handed her receipt and her change, and the woman quickly left. Weird. Tashita greeted the next customer, and then gasped. It was a man. Oh no. Like, a man. Oh, well, okay. Weird. He is wearing a mask, though. Yep. The mask had the same design as those things called sumo stickers. She heard about the stickers in the news several days ago. She learned that lately they were popular in Shibuya and nowhere else. She had seen them several times in her way to and from work. It was a disgusting design, and the idea of Shibuya being overrun with the things made her sick. And this man was wearing a mask with the same design. That meant she couldn't see his face. His clothes were completely normal, they weren't particularly filthy, and he didn't look like a pervert or a crazy man, but he was wearing that weird mask though. But that made it even stranger that he'd be wearing a mask to hide his face, and one so poorly constructed that it was obviously handmade. Was this why the last customer had seemed so anxious? The man was standing completely still. He didn't say anything to Tashita, and as she realized she'd been staring at his face for quite a long time.
すみません。いらっしゃいませ。
She looked inside his shopping basket. It was filled with several bowls of instant ramen and a single 2-liter. Okay.
4378円に なります。
You know, it's not very healthy to eat instant noodles all day. You know, it's basically all salt with very little nutritional value. So, yeah. As she gave him the total, she happened to see the customers in the other lanes. This time, she was struck completely silent. Oh, there's gonna be more masks. It wasn't just her register. Every single register had a customer wearing a mask. Weird. Okay, is this some like new cult, you know, or something? Or well, there were so many of them. They were all standing silently. There were already 10 people lined up at her register, and all of them were wearing sumo sticker masks. The store never got this busy, even at lunchtime on a Saturday. The only thing that people in the mask had in common was that they were men. They all wore different clothes. A tall man in a sweatshirt, a fat middle-aged man in running clothes, a well-built man in a sweater, and so on and so forth. Not all of them looked like they had steady jaws, but not all of them looked like they were unemployed, necessarily. And not one of them said a word. They just stood there in a line, masks on their head, baskets in their hands. The noisy supermarket suddenly fell silent. All the other employees and customers stared at the men in the masks, eyes wide. Okay, weird. Just weird, you know? Maybe at that point you should call the manager, assuming the manager's around anyway, because that's just weird. On my way to the student council room, I remembered that I'd been planning on getting a mountain view and headed back to the vending machines. We didn't get, actually, any soda. Only caffeine and carbonation combined in the muddiest of drinks could slake my thirst. Just as I was about to put my coin in the slot, I heard a voice I recognized.
おのえ、お前手が足りないクラスの手伝いをしてるんじゃないのか。
そう、それお願いだから助けて。
Not again. I'm gonna do another side quest before our main quest of getting some soda. She grabbed my hand and yanked me forward.
ちょっと待ってくれ。さっきからあちこち動きっぱなしで。
それどころじゃないんだってば。とにかくタクがいないと。あー、見つけた。
I heard the exact same phrase that I heard a moment ago.
先輩方、チャオっす。やー、今日もお二人仲が良さそうで何よりです。
Okay, he nice here, and she's smug.
有村さん。
あなた、殺されますよ。宮代拓先輩。
I remember the words she said before. It was definitely Aramura who was in front of me now. The one of the murder scene, and the one who'd been talking to a detective about the case. I could feel myself start to sweat. Palms sweaty. Drop my spaghetti.
やだな、後輩なんだから呼び捨てでいいって言ってるじゃないですか。ねえ、リカ。リカ？名前セリカでしょ。やだ。じゃあセリでファイナルアンサー？ファイナルなのかアンサーなのか。アンサー。ついでに私のことはヒナでいっから。はい、声に出して言ってみよう。せーの。ひな。ダメ、たどたどしいぞ。もう一回。ひな。まだちょっち硬いけどいいとすっか。じゃよろしくね、セリ。
And suddenly they're best friends, out of nowhere. What was she doing? This wasn't the same Arimura who told me that I was gonna be killed. This was how she was when she talked to her classmates. This only made me wonder. Was she planning something? What was she doing in the love hotel that day?
お、どうしたんですか、宮代先輩。視線が熱いですよ。
いや。
もしや私に惚れちゃいましたか？
Well, if I know this visual novel, you might actually be around. Oh, oops, something fell. Hold on. My water bottle fell on the floor. Oops. A good thing, you know, I have the type of water bottle that does not spill.
タク、そうなの？
違う、そうじゃ。
もうそんな否定しなくても素直になっちゃいなよ、
You.
あ、でも言っときますけど、私に惚れると怪我するぜよ。
As in, you'll literally die, maybe. It was no good. Dameda. I couldn't keep up with her energy.
というわけでセリ、宮代先輩借りてくぜ。
は？
Before I could say anything, Arimura wrapped her arm around mine and pulled me away.
あり、ひな？アディオスグラッシャーセリ、また来年。
And thus she took out a dagger right from her pocket and stabs us in the face again.
あの
あ、何ですか？
話してもらえませんか？
あ、これは気が回りませんで。
She bopped herself on the head and let go of my arm against the anime, head bop. And then she led me further down the hall, humming as she went. What was she doing? It felt like she was up to something. She must have noticed I wasn't moving because suddenly she turned around.
やだな、そんなあからさまに用心しないでくださいよ。ひなちゃん悲しい。
She pretended to cry.
一体どこまでが本気なんだ？わけがわからない。
ほら、ここです。ささ、入って。
Come inside the torture chamber. She pointed to an empty classroom. What was she planning on doing here?
でも
大丈夫ですって。取って食ったりなんかしませんからね。
Maybe she is, I don't know.
いや、ちょっと
Let's chop us up. She's a cannibal, oh no. Damn it. In the end, I gave in and went to the classroom.
さてと、先輩にここに来てもらった理由、わかりますか？
To get rid of the witness? Yeah, okay. Of course, negative illusion.
いえ。
Save. Just have boobies as like a thumbnail. Yeah. It makes sense. Negative makes sense. Of course not.
心当たりないです？
That was the only thing I could think of. But seeing the way she acted today, it was hard to believe that it was the same girl.
どっちの姿が本当の彼女なんだろう。
Maybe. If what I was imagining was the real her, then the reason she brought me here must be... Illusion trigger on! Whee!
一体何を？
実は先輩の家を調べさせてもらいました。
なんだって？一体いつの間に？いや、それよりどうやって中に？
それについてはこちらのお二人に協力してもらっちまったんですな。これが。
え
Suddenly no one's here too? Somehow?
なんで？っていうかクルス、何やってるんだよ。安静にしてないと。
はい、ストップ。そんなこと今はいいんですって。それより先輩の家を捜索してヤバい秘密を突き止めちゃいましてね。
は？やばい秘密って一体。
My mind was racing. Is it the magazine? I don't know. They have some kind of dangerous secret? when I was hiding in that trailer? I had no idea. I couldn't think of anything.
あれ、わかりません？あなた、大変なものを集める趣味がおありのようで。
Her eyes were cold and filled with disgust. She was so friendly a moment ago, but now she was acting like a detective. I knew she'd be meeting with a detective earlier. Did that have something to do with this? Both Saraka and Kurusu were refusing to look at me. That was the biggest shock of all.
言いたいことがあるならはっきり言ったらどうですか。
I worked up my courage and walked over to Arimura.
これですよ、これ。
Arimura took some magazines out of her bag and threw them on the desk. Of course. You know, I guess this negative delusion isn't about, Takeru dying. It's just his magazines being shown to the world. I gasped when I saw it.
なあ、そんなバカな、どうしてこれを。
Oh no.
ようやく事態を把握しましたか。宮代先輩、その雑誌名を言ってみてください。言いなさい。
クールキャットプレス。
It was my favorite magazine, the one that again brought me.
なぜこれを。
宮代先輩の人となりを調査するためです。
クールキャットプレスは関係ないだろ。
He's going like, Okabe Rintaro mode, It's turning into Hoen Kyoma. Is it the same voice actor? I don't know. I don't think it is. He sounds different, but I don't know.
僕の性癖を知ってどうするつもりだ。
This reminds me of that, there's that one line in STEINS game. What was it? Like, something about Doko ni ka banana, something like that. So it's like somehow the main character yelling about a banana, basically.
いや、誤解しないでほしいんですけど、クールキャットプレスを買っているのは性的な欲求のためじゃなくてですね。むしろサブカル関連の情報を得るためと言いますか。
言い訳は見苦しいですよ。
本当だって。なあ、尾上、クルス、信じてくれるよな。
Saraka and Kurusu looked away even harder.
そんな、どうして。
自分の行いについて冷静に思い返してみたらどうです？宮代先輩は証拠を残しているんですよ。クールキャットプレスを性的欲求のために買っているんだっていう証拠を。
証拠？
I stared at the copies of Cool Cat Press on the desk, and then I realized each of them was marked with several stickers.
しまっ。
My blood ran cold. I was definitely the one who put them there, and of course I knew exactly what they meant.
理解しました？
いや、その。
先輩って几帳面ですよね。あ、そうだ。ちょっと付箋の貼ってあるページに何が書いてあるか読み上げてみましょうか。尾上さんとクルス先輩にも協力してもらって。
はあ？なんでそんな。
面白そうだからに決まってるじゃないですか。
Aramura grabbed one of the magazines off the table. She flipped it open to one of the marked pages and gave me a long glance before she started to read.
新しいキッス感覚の旅に出る。
Mm-hmm.
はは、キッスに興味がおありですか。
And again, these delusions, I always expect, I mean, I guess that one time when Kazuki turned to an alien and then, sucked all the blood of our body. I mean, I guess at that point we died. But in this negative delusions, not that we're dying, we're just, I guess, well, we're dying of embarrassment. I guess it makes sense, Takeru having, having like a nightmare about that sort of thing. Being embarrassed. Oh no. Worse than death.
次。2回目のデートでお持ち帰り必勝法。
Of course.
そもそも1回目のデートすらしたことないだろみたいなツッコミ欲しいですか？驚異のこたつマジックで女の子は好きだらけ。こたつで落とせ。
Yes, kotatsu magic. Just, use your powers to summon a kotatsu.
こたつ？
I could feel my will draining away. This torture was worse than I imagined. Well, I was right. It was a torture chamber.
じゃあ次は尾上さん。
Onoi walked over hesitantly. She was still refusing to look at me. She picked up another issue of Cool Cat Press and opened it. She looked a little embarrassed.
読んで。
女の子の感じるツボ大図解。
Yes, of course.
ツボ？指圧師でも目指すつもりですか？夢があっていいですね。はい次。
海を見に行こうよと誘えば女の子はついてくる。
I don't know if that's true, but alright. Reminds me of Fate Zero,
海
actually.
っすか。
Alexander the Great wanted to see the sea. See the
つい
sea.
てかないですよ。
See the sea?
はい。じゃあ次はクルス先輩。
You're kidding me. There's nothing in the world as embarrassing as your relatives finding out about your sexual fetishes. Ah, yes. Are these sexual fetishes? I mean, they just seem like bad dating tips so far. Don't you know what you're doing, Harumura Hinai?
学校内恋愛の落とし穴。別れた後に気をつけろ。
付き合う前から別れた後の心配っすか。まず女子と付き合えるかどうかを心配しましょうよ。
もう許して。
じゃ、そろそろ最後。
振られた時に聴きたいバラードトップ10。
Okay.
振られた時って最初から負け戦想定してるんですか？それとも振られて落ち込んでる俺かっこいいみたいな中二な妄想ですか？恥ずかしい。もうやめてくれ
And then we die. From embarrassment. Okay. Well, back to the real world. Maybe realistically, she actually does take out a knife and kill us, because that's more realistic than her somehow digging through our stuff and finding magazines. I don't know about that. Well, if that happened, I killed myself. No. I hadn't put that many sticky notes in my copies of Cool Cat Press anyway. That's right. Only one, or maybe two. That's right. They weren't in the parts that were about getting girls. They were in the Mina Mikata Kenji's column, or the articles on men's fashion. I should stop thinking about this. I needed to figure out why Aramura had brought me here. But basically, I knew already.
事件のことですか？
Aramura's expression turned serious. I gulped repeatedly, feeling a little overwhelmed.
その僕も聞きたかったんですけど、あの事件の。
何のことですか？
She's gaslighting us. Aramura suddenly smiled. She's pretending it didn't happen. She was smiling, but her voice made it clear that she was refusing to answer my question. I would have liked it more if she'd been frowning. I opened my mouth as if being pushed forward by some indescribable fear.
今さらとぼけたって無駄だと思います。その あの現場に君がいたことは確かなんですから。君はどうしてあそこにいたんですか？
She was looking at me, but I couldn't read any kind of emotion in her eyes. I almost stepped back, but stopped myself.
ああ、なんか先輩刑事さんみたいっすね。
And now she was back to her casual tone of voice.
くそ、なんだよこの子。
Well, why did she even bring us here anyway if she didn't want to talk about the case, you know? She's just dancing around the subject.
古い友人で時々ああして会っていろいろと話を聞いてただけっすよ。
That's what she said before when she was meeting with that detective named Shinjo at Cafe Lax.
だから先輩が思ってるような関係じゃないですから、残念でした。
は？残念？
お、とぼけますか？あんなところで落ち合ってたんだからエッチな想像してたんでしょ。もう男子ってみんなそうですよね。やらしい。
いや違う、そうじゃなくて。
またまた、こんなところに連れてきたから本当はちょっと期待してたんでしょ。でしょ。
だからそういうのじゃなくて。
It made sense now that she mentioned it, but honestly the idea hadn't occurred to me at all.
僕はただ純粋にその。
Nakamura looked at me with narrow eyes, as if she was judging me. What was that about?
私が先輩をここに連れてきたのは宮代先輩のことが知りたくなったからです。
僕のことが。
Well, you see, I have these magazines called Cool Cat Press. Would you like to see them?
というわけで
She started to rustle through the contents of a cardboard box that had been beneath the desk. Huh? What was she getting out? What was she gonna do with me?
だからそんなに警戒しちゃ嫌ですよ。これ手伝ってほしいだけですから。
Look at her fangs. You know, I did say that, she was a cannibal maybe, but maybe she is a vampire. That's why she has those fangs, oh no. It was a huge stack of papers.
そのこれって。
今からこれ製本するんで手伝ってください。
は？
いやー、友達に頼まれちゃって。ほら、私って頼まれると断れないタイプじゃないですか。
No, I didn't know that.
で、待ってください。どうして君が頼まれたことに僕が借り出されなきゃいけないんですか？
交換条件で学食の食券2週間分くれるって言うんですもん。
だからそれにどうして僕が。
愚問な、そんなの2人でやった方が早いからに決まってるじゃないですか。
Of course, yes.
いや全然理由になって。
まあまあ細けいことはいいんですよ。まずはこっちのページから折っていきますよ。
She handed me a stack of printouts without waiting for my response.
ほらほら、口を動かす前に手を動かす人になりましょう。
Then she ignored me and started to work. I guess that meant she didn't intend to tell me anything else about the case. The detective had said that Kakita, the victim in the revolving dead case, had been murdered, and that she was cooperating and exchanging information with him. But if I asked her about that, she found out that I had overheard her conversation at Cafe Lax. In the end, I was forced to help make pamphlets for one of the younger classes that I knew nothing about. I mean, force, quote unquote. I mean, you could just leave Takeru if you didn't really want to help her. But actually, it probably would be a good idea to get on her good side, Help her a little bit, just to, know her, a bit more. Talk to her a little bit more. Learn what kind of person she is. So that she can trust you and then, give you more information maybe? Maybe?
うん、そうですね。
やりにくいな。
何がですか？
それっすよ、それ。後輩なんだから敬語はいらないって言ってるじゃないですか。
そうですよね。
うん。まあいっか。そのうちおいおい後々後々ってことで。
Huh?
で何の話でしたっけ？そう思い出した。復興祭。復興祭って言えば校庭にあるあの風鈴の飾り、先輩なんて書きました？
ああいうの好きじゃ。
え？
いや、なんでも。
No, I said what I was really thinking. How terrible.
僕それ書いてないです。言われたの忘れてて。
なんすかそれ、協調性ないですな。
I couldn't argue with that, but I had a feeling that no one got along with the group as well as Arimura.
でもそっか、その手があったか。私もそうすればよかったかもな。
I couldn't tell if she was faking or not, but at least on the surface she seemed sincere.
有村さんはなんて？
知りたいっすか？
She brought her face up close to mine. That's what I also noticed, a lot of the time they just zoom in on the face. Very often in this visual novel.
いや、
I like to do that.
私はね秘密です。乙女の秘密は高いのですよ。
What? I really didn't understand. There was the Aramura I was talking to now, the Aramura I seen with Shinjo, and the one that told me I was going to be killed. Which one was the real Arimura? I mean, probably all three at once, because they're all part of her personality, a facet of her true, person. And that's how it is in real life, I guess, as well. It's kind of exaggerated with Arimura Hinai, but in like real life, you have different masks that you put, like in school or work with your family. You put on a different kind of slightly different personality depending on what situation you're in,
ちょっと先輩、まだ終わってないんすか？遅い。
ごめんなさい。
しょうがない。私が手伝ってあげるんで半分貸してください。
ありがとう。
No, wait, why was I saying thanks? There's no reason for me to be doing any of this anyway, was there? Well, again, probably a good idea to get close to her, I think that's what she's trying to do. She's trying to, not, murder, basically. She's just trying to be friendly. I assume that's just her strategy in general. That's why she's so popular, I guess, at school. She doesn't want to, resort to violence right away. Just be friends, and that'll work out probably, maybe. I don't know. Then again, I don't really know what she really wants. What was I doing?
よし、できた。
I reached up to stretch my arms, and every joint in my shoulders, back, and hips cracked. I've been helping people all day, and my body felt like it was reaching its limit.
あざっす。先輩のおかげで思ったより早く終わりました。グラッチェグラッチェ。
それで完成したこれはどこへ？
ああ、いいっすいいっす。それは取りに来てもらいますから。
そう。
I thought about asking her about the case again, but decided against it. To be honest, the look on her face I'd seen last time still scared me.
それじゃあ僕はここで。
あ、先輩、ちょい待ちです。
え？
明日、渡部さんとの対談ありますよね。
あ、うん。ありますけど。
Even Arimura knew about it.
友達もみんな噂してますよ。今や先輩は注目の的。
Kazuki's classmates have been talking about it too. I guess it really was a big deal. That just showed how famous Watabe was, I guess.
で、お願いがあるんですけど。
Her suddenly sweet voice made my heart skip a beat, but I tried my best to hide it. Well, she's probably asking for something.
何ですか？
その対談の時に、あのスクープの元になった画像、どうやって撮ったか聞いてくれませんか？
え？ The photo for his big scoop?
渡部さんの記事に貼ってあったあの画像のことです。
You know, I guess all of this was just for her to ask us for that favor, I guess. Otherwise, she wouldn't have a reason to interact with us, maybe. But somehow, I guess she noticed that too, and, well... Was that what she was talking about?
どうしてそんなことを？
まあまあいいじゃないですか。細かいことは気にしない。明るく楽しくいきましょうよ。
だけど。
わかった。わかりました。じゃあ、これあげますから、ひなえちゃんとの約束。
Anomura slid something into my chest pocket and pushed me out into the hallway.
え？あ、ちょっと。
じゃ、助かりました。アディオスグラッシャー。
She's trying to be an idol? I don't know, that's just she reminds me of. I took out the thing she put into my pocket.
食券？
Oh, well. And only 3 days worth. The nerve, okay. Not even like 50-50. Well, now that I was alone, everything about Arimura seemed somehow off. Everything that had happened, everything that she'd said, seemed like it was all covered in lies. Everything, including the reward I'd been given, made it seem like I was being tricked. I don't know now. I don't know. I just don't know anything about her. She's like too mysterious, I guess. Shinjo took out a picture of the face of the man who stabbed Kurusu, then showed it to Kunosato. Okay, we're back to the detective place.
そちらの読み通り、こいつと病院に入院していた例のイラストレーターとはつながりがあった。
Kunosato didn't really react. She listened to him speak as if she knew everything he was gonna say already.
同じ高校の同級生だ。一時は原作と絵を2人で分担して共同のペンネームで漫画を描いていたこともあるらしい。
そいつらが一連の猟奇殺人の犯人だという可能性は？アリバイはあるのか
？2人とも1年ほど前から病室もしくは部屋に引きこもりだ。イラストレーターの方は病院の監視カメラにもその記録が残ってる。壁砲の生徒を刺した男の方は家族の証言に頼るしかないが、警察に駆けつけてきた時。
And then the phone rang. Kunosato picked it up without saying a word to Shinjo.
私です。
Oh, okay. Alright, so another connection. I didn't know about before, but I guess Arimura and Hinai know each other. Well, actually, no. I don't know. Do they know each other prior? Or maybe they've only been contacting each other now. No, maybe they do know each other. Because Shinjo only got Hinai to talk after he mentioned something that was told by him from this place, right? This like freelance detective agency, I guess, or something like that. I can't remember exactly what this place is, but you know, it's her like I guess Kunosato's home base for now. Even from here, he could tell exactly how annoyed Arimura Hinai was. But Kunasato cut her off before she could say a word.
ごねるつもりか、それとも報告か、どっちだ。
そういうところが。
Kunasato had no intention of listening to her complaints. Did she do as she was told? Did she get any results? That's all Kunasato wanted to hear.
どっちなんだ。
伝えました。これでいいんですよね。
Okay. So apparently this was all set up by, Kunasato Mio?
よし。
Mio-chan?
明日は当然お前も立ち会え。直接だ。出なければ意味がない。
こういうのやめてもらえませんか？いろいろめんどくさいんです。私はあなた方に協力する気は。
Okay, Kunasato hung out before she could finish her sentence. I was thinking they knew each other, so maybe not? I don't know. Well, everything's so mysterious, actually. Shinjo was glaring at her.
どうした？続けろ。
今のは有村さんだろう。こちらに無断で進めるのはやめてくれないか。
代替案のない批判は誹謗に過ぎないし、誹謗は暇人か無能であることの証明だぞ。続けろ。
お前な。
Shinjo frowned, dissatisfied, but gave up and flipped through the papers he was holding.
どこまで話したんだった？
壁法の生徒を刺した男の家族の証言。
ああ。男の家族が警察に駆けつけてきた時の第一声は、息子が人を刺すなんてありえないではなく、息子が外出するなんてありえないだったそうだ。
Okay, so Stabby McStabface was a hikikomori, I guess.
猟奇殺人が起こった日も絶対に家から出ていないと言っている。
Kunasato looked upward for a second as if lost in thought.
その証言、信用してもいいとは思うな。男の作っているイカれたページが事件のあった時刻に更新されているし、まあそれが偽装と言い切れなくもないが、精神鑑定は？
相変わらず救世主がどうのこうのと繰り返している。
Yes, a god complex.
メガロマニアか。
Megalomania? Kunasato frowned as if she was annoyed.
イラストレーターは2007年頃何をしていた
？2007年はまだ地方だ。九州だな。
確かか？
ああ。2008年末に東京に越してきて、その時高校で傷害の犯人と一緒になった。
なるほど。当てが外れたな。釣れたのは結局結界説なんかの妄想に逃げ込む奴らだけか。
Suddenly, she leaned back in her chair, seemingly bored.
結局そいつらは猟奇殺人に関しては白だったか。単なる力士シールの模倣犯の可能性が高いな。
模倣犯？
アリバイが確立している以上、まあある程度だが、事件との直接のつながりは薄い。間接的につながるとしたら力士シールに関することだけ。原作と絵に分かれていたということは、絵を描くのはイラストレーターの方だったんだろう。力士シールが最初に発見されたのは2007年頃の東京だが、その頃そいつは九州にいた。漫画で芽が出ず、承認欲から悪ふざけで力士シールの作者を名乗り、お互いに精神を病んで。
And then they went crazy because they couldn't get their manga approved. Yes.
片方は持ち前の画力を生かして力士シールに取りつかれ、もう片方は物語でも書いているつもりでそれを妄想のネタにした。 無論確証のない推測だが、どの道すぐにわかる。それよりも
Okay, so I mean that's all just to say that the one that stabbed No and the one that was supposedly the illustrator, you know, in the hospital that was mentioned on the webpage or whatever. I don't. Did we see them? You know, I don't know. We saw the little girl. It doesn't make sense though because I imagine they'll be in the same age, right? And also, I don't know if you mentioned gender, but I don't know. I don't think we seen the illustrator unless it was that old lady or the young girl. Maybe one of them was the illustrator. I don't know. But that doesn't make sense because she mentioned that they both went to the same high school, so that doesn't make sense either. We just never saw the illustrator. I don't know. But I guess that's just all to say. At least assuming Mio's right, Kunosato Mio, then those two are irrelevant to the case. They're just, you know, they're just copycats. What was more concerning was the fact that the man hadn't left his room for years. Would he really leave it just because he learned about a bunch of stickers appearing? And that was where the illustrator was kept. During the New Generation madness, there were rumors that the hospital was involved with a certain religious organization that had been involved in that particular case. And it was also supposedly related to Koshin, the company involved in the restoration work that had resulted in security cameras all over town.
俺は正直半信半疑だぞ。こんないたずら書きみたいなシールが事件に関係しているなんて。
なら安心しろ。明日は別口だ。
Konosato opened up a file she saved on her PC.
これは
明日、駅法の新聞部と対談を行う渡部の記事だ。
お前が影で接触して炎上を煽ったあのネット記者か。
ああ。
Wait, so it was intentional, okay. Did I mention that before? I don't know, I think that's news to me. So that whole like flame war thing and Watabe's article was all orchestrated by, you know, K as well. Well, she nodded and then opened up a picture of the photo of the sumo sticker that was taken at the scene. Then she lined it up against the one in the article. Shinjo stared at it for a moment and then he realized.
表情が違ってる？
渡部は今回のこと以外でも様々な現場に潜入しては大量のスクープ画像をものにしている。その数があまりにも多いため、一部の人間が捏造だと言って専門家たちに調査を求めた。渡部は快く応じ、その結果、画像には一切改ざんの跡は見られなかった。
Shinjo figured out what she was trying to say. No way, he whispered to himself.
明日、有村に確認させる。もしそうであれば、楽しい文化祭になるかもしれないな。
Okay. It's gonna be a lot of fun, I guess. Exhausted from all the work I've been doing, I decided to use on the meal tickets I'd been given. I headed for the cafeteria. But then I realized that I never used the cafeteria before. I had no idea. I had no idea how it worked. There were a lot of loud groups that ate there, and I didn't like it. Me personally, I never really used the cafeteria all that much either. I just brought my own lunch. In the end, I gave up. Instead, I decided to go out into the courtyard to check on a thought I'd had. The wind chimes that had been set up for the restoration festival, and the wishes that were tied to them. Natomura has said it was a secret, but I was interested in seeing what she'd written down. Maybe I'd get a clue as to who she really was. I tried to find her name among the huge number of wind chimes. There are no clappers inside the chimes. With so many wind chimes, if there had been, it would have made an incredible noise. I saw several other messages as I searched. Please let everyone be happy. Please don't let anyone be sad. There are a lot of platitudes like that. Then, I found it. Out of Murahinai. You know, are you sure? I don't know. Is this allowed? There's like a breach of privacy here, but yeah. It was just a single line. Please let the truth be found.
本当のことが見つかりますように。
What did that mean? The truth about the earthquake? No, there was no truth to be found. An earthquake was an earthquake. There was an urban legend that the quake had been caused artificially, but there is no way that could be true. I don't know why he thought earthquake. You know, when I'm thinking truth, when, you know, that line, maybe it was like written a different way in Japanese, but I feel like her line is implying something about the case, you know, what we're doing right now. I don't know. What has she meant when she written this?
あ、